Hi, my name is Cassie. I'm the personal trainer and owner of Thrive Fitness, and today we're going to be doing a mobility routine to help you loosen up your entire body. Okay, our first mobility exercise today, we're going to start on the floor. It's a 90-90. We're going to do a hip rock and then add in some leans with it. So you're going to find a space on the floor. You can come on down. Sitting on your butt, hands can be behind you, and then your feet are a little wider than your hips. And you're going to start with just taking your knees side to side. So bringing those knees to a 90-degree angle here, 90-degree angle there, rotating side to side. You're trying to get both knees onto the floor and picking that hip and bringing it up and over. If you want a little more advanced way to do this knee rock, you can pick your hands up off the floor and work on going side to side this way, keeping those arms up. Otherwise, you're welcome to just keep them down behind and focus on getting both knees to the floor. Okay, so now we're going to add a little lean in as we rock your knees side to side. So as the knees come to the side, you're going to walk your hands over, lean your chest over that leg, rock back. Same thing to the other side. Okay, so next we're going to move on to some mobility for your inner thighs and your spine. So we're going to come onto hands and knees. We're doing what's called an adductor rock. So you're going to plant one knee on the ground, and you're taking your other leg out nice and long, and you're going to start with just rocking forward and back. Hands are planted on the floor. So you're leaning your hips back toward your heel and then coming back forward. It's moving nice and slow. Just moving within whatever range of motion feels good to you. We'll spend about 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. All right, now we're gonna switch sides. So you're gonna pull that leg in. Other foot's coming out, same thing on that other side. Taking those hips back toward your foot and coming back forward. Maybe noticing differences from side to side. One side is always a little bit looser or tighter than the other. So your range might be a little bit different depending on what side you're on. Next, we're going to move on to a hip flexor and hamstring mobility. Coming onto one knee, other foot is coming forward. Of course, if you need some kind of cushion under your knee, feel free to put like a towel or a pillow or something under there. And you're looking at getting a good distance between your knee and your front leg. So you don't want to be too close, you want a nice distance. So what we're going to start with doing is just leaning forward, looking to get a stretch in the front of your hip, and then walking backward, straightening out that front leg as far as you can. So you're going back and forth between the two, coming up tall, pushing those hips forward, then coming back, straightening out that front leg. Of course, if you can't get the front leg all the way straight, that's fine. You can leave a little bend in the knee as you come back. So never forcing any mobility, just working through the range that you have available to you. All right, so switching sides, same thing. Make sure that leg is far enough in front of you, leaning forward, stretching out that back hip. Then heel stays down, straightening out that front leg. All right, so we've got two more mobility exercises to go. One is going to be a downward dog. This is a really nice way to stretch out your shoulders, backs of your legs, calves. It's a really nice one to do in the morning when you first wake up. But we're gonna plant hands on the floor. You're gonna start in a hands and knees position. Wherever your feet are, you're gonna tuck your toes from there. Lift your hips, push yourself back. You're looking to get your head between your arms. And we're looking to try to sink your heels all the way to the ground. If they don't get all the way to the ground, that's okay. You can stay up on your toes. And we're gonna just start walking out your feet. So you're gonna try to bend one knee as you push that other foot to the floor. So we're not looking just to get your heels down, but you're looking to get a nice stretch at the front of your foot, under those toes. Keeping those hips up, keep pushing yourself back. Okay, our final mobility exercise is an exercise to not just work on your mobility, but kind of re-engage everything that we've stretched out. So a really important part about getting some mobility is then engaging the muscles through the range of motion that we just got. So we're gonna work on some hip cars. Hands and knees again. We're gonna go one side at a time, thinking about making a big circle with your knee. So you're gonna start by bringing your knee up to your elbow, opening your hip out to the side, drawing it around, and then bringing it back in. The goal for this exercise, and then we're gonna reverse here. The goal for this exercise is not to let anything move except your hip. So you're trying to avoid like leaning or twisting at your back, trying to keep everything nice and still and just move through the range of motion that the hip gives you without going through any other joint to get there. All right, we're gonna switch, same thing on the other side. Bringing that knee up toward your elbow, out to the side, around, and back through. And then you're gonna reverse that circle, bring it back, out to the side, back around. So again, things are gonna be different side to side. So just work with whatever range your body's giving you, never forcing anything. Okay, that is it for our mobility workout for today. So again, if you want to go back through, do it a couple of times, that's great. Spending about 30 seconds on each side of everything that we did today would be a great warm-up before you get into your regular workout, or just a nice way to loosen up those joints.
Okay.